What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Bluebird Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Fox and the PBC coming up with their own sanctioned body, their own title. They're going to come up with their own belt. After all that's going on and taking place with the WBC and the franchise situation, the WBO not having the best relationship with the PBC and the PBC fighters, so on and so forth, the PBC has decided that they're going to go the route of, having their own belt, having their fighters, and having their own belt to represent their brand. So they're going to have their own sanction body. It's going to be the PBC belt, right? They gave an example, and they truly want to get to a place where they have current unified Mexican heavyweight superstar boxer Andy Ruiz Jr. and undefeated reigning WBC Olympic bronze medalist Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder fight for the PBC title, right? This is the route that they're looking to go. This is exciting in my opinion, right? Why is it exciting in my opinion? It depends, it depends how it's run. Is it going to be solely a PBC title? You understand what I'm saying? Or is it going to be, universal? You could be a top ranked fighter and win the PBC belt. Or is it going to be a version of the franchise belt like the WBC have, and you could only represent the PBC belt if you're a PBC fighter? This situation where the UFC has their own brand. They kind of branched off from MMA altogether, right? They have their own brand, the UFC, right? And so they cornered the market and collected all the best fighters in the sport of UFC, right? They were missing a handful. You saw like Chris Cyborg, she eventually made her way over, but Chris Cyborg for a while wasn't fighting with the UFC and Dana White, Ultimate Fighting Championship. So that's what it is, right? So you got the PBC, Premier Boxing Championship, right? So it's similar to the UFC, right? Like I stated, the UFC has, Ultimate Fighting Championship, and they corner the market with all the best fighters. So the PBC is going to need to corner the market with all the best fighters. And currently, they pretty much have the best crop of fighters in the sport of boxing, right? Outside of a handful, outside of Terrence Crawford, Tyson Fury, Vasyl Lomachenko, and the young up-and-coming fighters, right? But as far as namesake, you got Deontay Wilder. And Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua's missing. But they got Andy Ruiz. If Andy Ruiz defeats Anthony Joshua for a second time, they're going to have the two best heavyweights in the world. Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz. You understand what I'm saying? They have Errol Spence, Sean Porter. They got the welterweight division on lockdown, on smash. You understand? And they have the Jerron Boots Ennis coming up. You understand what I'm saying? And then if you look at the smaller weight classes, the point is that the PBC have it on lock. They have it on lock. They have David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, so they just missing a handful of guys. Outside of the middleweight division, where you have Jamal Charlo, you have Canelo Alvarez, Demetrius Andrade, Gennady Golovkin, and a few other guys, outside in the middleweight division, they have all the belts over there at the zone, but for the most part, you look at, the PBC, man, and they corner the market as far as the boxers go. So this could be a huge thing, right? This could be a huge thing, depending upon how they do it, and they could do it just like the UFC did it, point blank and period. So they coming out with a belt. They said it hasn't been set in stone, but they're looking to make it happen ASAP. So I can't wait to see how this all plays out. It'll be something similar. You could liken it to how the UFC cornered the market with all the great fighters, and they have their own belts. The UFC have their own belts. And then you have Bellator and all. But at the end of the day, it's still all MMA. And this is the same scenario you have with this, it's just going to be boxing instead of UFC. So they looking to have Deontay Wilder versus Andy Ruiz for the PBC Premier Boxing Championship title. Can't wait. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blood Sports TV. All one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Premier Boxing Champions is coming out with their own version of sanctioned body to represent their brand. And they really want Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz Jr. to fight for Undisputed and represent that belt. That's all I got for y'all, man. Peace.